Imagine being in a situation where you think you've got everything sorted until fate surprises you with an unexpected twist. That's when you have to think outside the box to take control of the situation or risk the situation controlling you. Everyone has been through similar experiences, but some people have faced more extreme circumstances than others. While some have stood tall against fate's unexpected plot twists, others have fallen prey to them, landing in situations far worse than their original predicaments. So, set everything aside and dive into these 5 real-life stories that showcase how people reacted when life put them in tight spots. But before we start, smash the like button and make sure subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories.
1. Trapped on an island with my ex. Life was great after I graduated from law school and got engaged to my girlfriend. We had been together since university, and I couldn't have been more grateful to have her as my fiancée. After graduating, we applied to the same graduate program and, luckily, began working in the same office. Sounds amazing, right? Well, I thought so too, until I discovered she was cheating on me with our boss. With only 3 months left until our wedding, I decided to call it off, but that didn't sit well with her. Things got really ugly, and we even ended up in court over property disputes. Our city is small, and the legal world is even smaller, so I kept bumping into her everywhere. Desperate for a change, I applied for a job on a tiny Pacific island with a population of about 11,000. It was quite a prestigious position, and I was offered a 2-year contract. I accepted, eager to start fresh, but as I moved there, I discovered that my ex had also been recruited for the same role. The company offers 2 positions for this contractual job, and out of all the applicants, my ex was the second successful candidate. So, yeah, I spent the next 2 years sharing an office space on a small island with the one person I was trying to avoid.
2. Flirting fumble, the twin twist. I used to work as a barista at Starbucks when writing names on cups wasn't common practice. I had a crush on a handsome guy who visited our store around 5 times a week. We would flirt, and everything seemed great until he came in with his fiancée one day. I was shocked. Feeling betrayed, I naturally stopped being friendly with him. Then, a month later, 2 guys entered the store, and they both looked like the guy I had a crush on. Turns out, the guy had a twin brother, and I had missed my chance with the single one.
3. My grandfather's secret. My grandfather was the kind of man who'd return home expecting his wife to serve dinner, then head to the pub and come back late at night. He was reserved, and I always thought he wasn't close to his kids. However, his passing revealed a secret that altered our perception of him completely. At his funeral, a man about the same age as my dad showed up, and no one knew him. When confronted, the man revealed that he was my grandfather's son from another marriage. Yes, my grandfather had been married to another woman for as long as he was married to my grandmother, and no one suspected a thing. That man maintained 2 marriages for over 45 years, having 5 children with my grandmother and 1 child with the other woman. His son even confessed that he and his mother knew about my grandfather's first wife, but they stayed away from us. The plot twist: Grandma also knew about them, but kept it a secret.
4. I was the thief I was looking for. Picture this, it's 1992, and a 19-year-old guy just received his first paycheck at his new workplace. I decided to deposit the check at a nearby ATM. It was my first time doing so, as I had always gone to the bank before. 2 weeks later, I received my bank statement and was shocked to see I only had $10 in my account. I was certain I should have had at least $300 there. I was about to call the bank when my phone rang. It was a police officer asking if my ATM card had been stolen. Confused, I quickly checked my wallet and realized my card was indeed missing. I told them I was about to call the bank about my missing $300, and that's when they dropped another bombshell. We have your card and your $300, so come down to the police station as soon as possible. Baffled, I drove to the station. The police officer explained that a man named Fred had stopped to use an ATM when he saw someone inside moving as if trying to dodge the camera. When that person left, Fred saw him speed away in his car. Fred then inserted his card into the ATM, but it popped out, and the machine gave him $300 and another card. My card. Realizing the money wasn't his, Fred turned everything over to the police. As the officer described the suspicious person, I had a sinking realization. So, about my height, my hair color, and glasses like mine. I asked, that's when it hit me. Fred was describing me. I was the suspicious person at the ATM. Being new to ATM deposits, I had been anxiously reading the instructions, moving back and forth. In my nervousness, I forgot to take my card and sped away because that's how I drove at 19. I never told the detective it was me. I just thanked him and left. Somewhere in a box in my closet, I still have the police report where I'm both the victim and the perpetrator.
5. The engagement party. One of my friends planned a big engagement party because they wanted to have a private wedding in the Maldives. Since they were only inviting close friends and family to the destination wedding, they thought it was best to celebrate with everyone at the engagement party. As the sun went down, my friend's fiancé began thanking everyone and apologized for my friend's absence. "She joined us in a few minutes," he said. "She's just feeling a bit emotional today." He then recalled how they met and told us how much he loved her. Just as he was thanking us for attending the party and expressing his wish that we could all be at the wedding, my friend walked out in her wedding dress. Surprise! It was time for them to get married right then and there.